Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna Maria and I'm very happy to see you here. And in this video I decided to answer a few of your questions because you often send me questions on Instagram, on LinkedIn, under YouTube videos, and I thought that it would be amazing to answer some of your questions. But first of all, have a look at my brand new flower. I really like it. It's so nice and lovely, and I like when something is bright, like very nicely colored. And I remembered that I do actually have a Z Fold 2 and I'm not properly using it. This is such a nice piece of technology, so today I'm gonna use it and I am going to read my script, to read my questions from my Z Fold 2. So yeah, my amazing piece of technology. Let's start with the first question. How do you cope with lockdown and boredom? How do you keep yourself occupied? So it's like the same question. I honestly am not getting bored at all. I'm always very excited to do some new things. And obviously I have my YouTube channel. I spend a lot of time, a lot of hours trying to edit things, to think about scripts, to write those scripts, to edit videos, to film videos, to get prepared for a video. So that takes a lot of time. Very often before filming a video, I have to think about it very much in my head and in my mind and keep it in my mind and try to imagine that video. So yeah, I keep myself occupied all the time. And also what I am doing as well, I'm doing reading. I'm trying to develop my vocabulary as well. So reading takes a lot of my time. Like for example, at the moment I'm learning about investment. I'm reading books about investment, about emotional intelligence, about taxes. So I'm trying to develop myself. And you know, when I was a child, my mom used to never let me relax. She used to always say, and maybe you will recognize yourself, like your mom's in this phrase, go and do something. Don't stay in the bed. Just go and do something useful. You're wasting your time. You aren't doing anything useful. So my mom used to tell me all those things, and obviously I had to get up and go and do something. So this came into my adult life. So in my adult life, I always have to do something. Cool. Let's move to the second question. Is it fine to study in Ireland because of COVID situation? Now, this depends on your goal, okay? So what I want to say first of all is that if your main goal is to get a work visa and move to Ireland, then COVID situation is not a problem with studying, because what you need to get to Ireland, you need to get your study visa, then you get a work visa, and yeah, you stay in Ireland. So if this is your main goal, then no, COVID situation is not a problem at all. I know people who just moved to Ireland in this COVID situation, in lockdown, and everything is great. But if your main goal is to get to Ireland, to create a network for yourself, to meet new people, to communicate a lot, then I don't know if this is the best time, because you know, you'll do a lot of online studying. I don't know if in 2021 and 2022 academic year students will study offline or online. I don't know what's gonna happen. Most likely they might be again online. So online is not the same communication, it's not the same adventure, not the same feelings, emotions as offline. Obviously it's much more difficult to permanently go to the university offline, but at the same time you build very strong, amazing connections that might help you in the future. So it depends on your goal. If again your goal is a visa, then yes. If your goal is to build your network, to learn more about the culture, then I don't know if it's a perfect idea to come and study this academic year, but hopefully the next academic year it is going to be better. Now, the next question. Do you know more places to visit in and near Dublin? Guys, I have a few videos about places to visit in and near Dublin, and not only in and near Dublin, in Ireland. I have a few videos about visiting Galway and a video about visiting County Mayo, so you can check those videos. They will be very interesting for you. I actually just watched one of those videos and they seem to be very interesting, and I will leave the links in the description, okay? So just double check the description and you can watch those videos, because very often you text me and you ask me, tell me about places to visit, but first of all, I don't know you, I don't know your interests, I don't know what might be captivating for you, so it's very difficult for me to actually sit down and try to type something and think about something. So it's I don't know, like it's very hard for me to answer this question. So the easiest thing for you to do is to just go watch my videos, and not only my videos, but there are plenty of videos about places to visit in Ireland, in Dublin, and see what you like the most and to make yourself some notes of places you would like to go to. Now, somebody asked me a question, can we grab a coffee one day? The answer is no, unfortunately, and it's no because I just don't manage. So very often, every week, I would get 1 or 2 people texting me, asking me if we can go grab a coffee. And I totally understand that I might be missing on some opportunities to make some new friends, new connections, but at the same time it's very, very difficult for me because there are loads of people who text me about this, and if I was to say yes to everyone, I would have a queue outside. What I prefer to do, first of all, I prefer to give this time to my friends and to meet my friends, to meet people I already know, and then if I have some free time, I can text someone and be like, oh, do you mind going for a coffee or something? If you definitely want to get out for a coffee, then I would suggest you to subscribe for my VIP patron membership on Patreon, and whenever it will be safe to do so and we will be able to meet offline, then we will meet offline for coffees. At the moment we're meeting online on video chats, but you can subscribe to my Patreon account, and through Patreon we all will meet for coffees. So I think this is going to be the best option because unfortunately, I'm very sorry, but I really do not manage to meet everyone for coffees. Question number 5 is, will companies consider me if I graduate from a certain university? So I think this is a very good question because I had a few people asking me like, will I be considered for a job if I graduate from this university or another university? Now, what I want to tell you, and I think this is very important to remember, companies don't care where you studied. What companies care about is what a good specialist you are, how much experience you have, what you can do for them, how much value you can bring to the company and stuff like this. This is what the company cares about, okay? Doesn't matter where you studied, you always have a chance to find a very good job. That's not something that will limit you from getting a good job, okay? This is very important to keep in mind. I was recently searching on LinkedIn, and I saw that a lady who graduated from Cork, I think it was Cork University, she became the national manager in a big company in Ireland. And you can see that Cork University isn't Trinity University, it's not UCD, it's not even a university in the capital, and she still managed to become a national manager in a big company. And it's not because she studied in Trinity or she studied in Cork University, but it's because of the way she managed to achieve it. Something very good to remember about universities is that, for example, if you go into higher ranked universities, then loads of smart, intelligent, ambitious, amazing students will also go to those places, and you will be able to build a bigger network. Also, you will be able to maybe interact with more companies. For example, there would be companies who would go to Trinity University and present themselves, and you will have a chance to maybe go and visit a company or maybe more companies, and you'll have a chance to learn more about those companies and maybe even get an internship and a job in those companies. As you go to higher ranked universities, then those universities will be able to provide you much more interaction with more employers. But again, keep in mind that it's up to you to get the job. It's up to you to sell yourself, it's up to you to build that network, to be ambitious, to find ways of getting that job. So where you studied does not matter. What matters is how your personality is, how you build yourself, how you sell yourself, and this is the most important thing that I want to emphasize. Cool. So the next question is, why don't you only talk about a very specific topic, like for example only about Ireland, because this will bring you much more views, and this will obviously bring you much more subscribers. So first of all, I want to say that I do not care about the number, I care about the quality, and I want to have a community of nice, amazing, ambitious, interesting people, and I don't care about the number. The fact that somebody has 5 million subscribers or followers doesn't mean that all those 5 million people are super interested in that person or really care about that person. And I want to make sure that I attract people who resonate with me, people who find something familiar in me, and this is my goal. It's not the number, first of all. Secondly, I am not sure that I'm gonna spend my whole life in Ireland. I try to expand on different topics and I'm trying to do many experiments. I'm trying to see what topics are interesting for you, what topics are interesting for me, because I want to obviously enjoy the process of making these videos. And I still do a lot of experiments. I still try to find out what's important, what things I can share with you, and see what will work for me in future. This is why I don't want to only talk about Ireland. I want to explore different topics and see what I will love talking about, what I will love creating. The next question is, can you provide me with information about Ireland? I get very many questions like this. This is why, guys, keep in mind that if you want me to provide you with information about Ireland, either watch my videos, you can get my e-guide where I already talked about loads of things about Ireland, loads of details that you can learn, okay? And you can obviously subscribe to my Patreon, and where I will be able to provide you with information about Ireland, okay? Now, I do not answer these kind of questions when somebody just texts me on Instagram and instead of Googling, they text me. I do not answer them because YouTube channel, this is just my hobby. I do not earn money from it. Okay, I earn just a very tiny amount of money, just a few coins. That's not making up for all the effort I put into this. So this is not my job, this is just my hobby. I'm doing this channel because I want to develop myself. I want to be able to be free in front of the camera. I want to be able to present myself. I want to know how to speak better, how to manipulate with my voice, with my gestures. So this is a place where I develop myself, a place where I learn new things about myself first of all, and at the same time I give some value to you. This is why I'm not gonna provide you this kind of information, because you can just Google it and find all the information, or just watch a lot of my YouTube videos and find a lot of information. Okay, have you been to Russia? Yes, of course I have been to Russia. My dad lives in Russia. I've been to Russia twice. I was living in Vitesevo. Vitesevo is I think it's a town or even a village near Anapa, and of course I speak Russian. Russian is my second native language. My mom is Russian, and I try to read a lot of books in Russian. And obviously if I meet someone who speaks Russian as a native language, it might be a bit difficult for me to express myself during the first hours or during the first day, but when I talk more and when I get adjusted and accustomed, of course I am w temie, yes, I am into the topic, I can talk freely, easily. So yeah, I've been to Russia. I am looking forward to visit Moscow at some point, St. Petersburg at some point as well, because it's the cultural capital of the country, so I'd really love to see those places. Now, are you investing? Because I always talk, not always, but very often talk about the fact that money is an important thing. You can probably see me reading things about investment and stuff like this. At the moment, I'm not investing, and you know, I wanted to start investing, but I understood that I don't know how to do it. Okay, I know how to do it. I understand that I can just download an app, register on that app, and buy shares. But I don't really get how everything works. This is why I decided that first of all, I'm gonna buy a few books, I'm gonna watch some videos, I'm gonna learn how investment works, and only after that I will start investing. Because it's my money, because I want to make sure that I invest my money in such a way that at least I do not lose them, and I at least make some kind of, I don't know if I can call it profit, but some kind of profit, yes. First of all. Secondly, investing is, as far as I understand, is a long-term goal. So it's not something that is the only goal I want to focus. I also have midterm goals, I also have short-term goals, and I want to make sure that I enjoy my life as well. This is why I decided that first of all, I'm gonna learn about investment, I'm gonna develop myself, I'm gonna understand how it all works, how to diversify a portfolio and stuff like this, and only after that I will start investing. But my goal is to start investing in 2021. How do you come up with video ideas? So generally what happens is that I think about things that would be interesting to me, and obviously I transform them into a script and then into a video, and then I post and upload it. Another thing that happens is that I obviously read your comments, I read your questions, and obviously I try to find the balance between what you need and what I like talking about things that I know, and then I try to combine them together to balance them, and this is how I create different kind of topics topics for YouTube, because very often I create a topic and I know that I really just enjoy making this video. I do experiments, I love it, I enjoy it, and also I know that I can provide you with some information, I can provide you with some help. And this is why I also made my guide, because I was looking for information about Ireland at some point, but I could not find anything. So this is why I created this channel, to give you more information about Ireland. Also, I want to give you more information about education, about career, and this is my goal with this YouTube channel. Cool, guys, I hope you enjoyed these questions. If you have more questions, please leave them in the comments and I will make another Q&A video or live video. Make sure you check all the links, all the videos in the description. You check my Patreon account, my Instagram, LinkedIn account. I also have a TikTok account. I don't know if this is interesting to someone, but you can follow me in there as well. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and I wish you all a lovely evening or day, and I will see you in the next one.